Hello there, YouTube. It's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today, we're taking a look at my hydroponically grown tomatoes, all in AeroGardens aside from two. I'll show you how they're doing in just a moment. Today we're starting in my office first, and we're looking down here at my mystery tomato. It was a cutting I took. I don't remember from what plant, but I am starting to get some fruits changing colors here. That almost looks like an evil olive. Oh, I just tore it off. Crud. But I don't know. It's pretty small. The evil olives were at least twice this size. I don't know, but we got some action happening. Looks like I'll be able to harvest from this. It has outgrown the system, so I am going to be cutting this back. And obviously I can't raise my light any higher than what it is. So we got some burning up here on the leaves. But for the most part, this plant looks pretty good. I'm going to have to hack at it here. And if it's anything like those plants that are downstairs, it will suffer. But I don't have a choice. Whatever this is, I evidently thought it was a Microdwarf, and it is not. At least it's sprawling at the very least. It's got quite the wingspan here. But it is, I see it's under 12 inches tall. Now, but going out, I'm looking at probably 1.5, 2 feet, you know, if I were to let this drop like it wants to. So we'll see what happens. I'll do my best with it, but I don't know. I don't have a choice but to go at it with some scissors, so we'll see. And I may even take some cuttings because I got that new AeroGarden farm downstairs, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, next time you see this plant, though, it will be smaller and it might not be as healthy. Moving up, here are the two plants I did for one of the members of the, I think it was Tomato Lovers Collective. She gave me seeds to help her grow out her hybrid tomato, which she's calling Electric Eli. This is the F2, and looks like I started this on October 7th. They struggled for a while, and I mean a while, and then they started taking off. Again, I thought this was a Microdwarf, and it's not looking like it. This one is still in the dwarf stages, but again, it's spreading out a lot. And then this one here has outgrown the space for the system. So I may be having to move these. I do have a system that is opening up because we had an accident, but that's another video for another day. In the meantime, the plants look okay. They look all right. They look much better than they did. And that was to be expected, though. I hadn't been giving these plants the attention that they deserved. I don't have any fruit coming in on these yet. I'm really excited to see that. People in the group have been posting what their fruits look like. I think she sent the seeds out to like 10 different people. And so some people are getting the same thing and some people are not. Again, it's an F2, so it's not stable. And I'm really excited to be a part of it, but I got to get some fruit out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and keep babying it, but I feel like this plant has got to come out of here. It can't stay. But this plant, for now, is all right where it's at. Look at all that branching, though. Wow. All right, and now here we are downstairs. This is where things are starting to get exciting. Well, even more exciting, I should say, because I feel like that electric Eli is close to starting to flower and I should be getting fruits, and that's exciting to be a part of that grow out. Anyways, so in here I have what I believe to be the dark stripe and the curly Kaylee long. Curly Kaylee long. Look at this thing. Still no fruits yet, but I do have some flowers up here. I just really in love with how this plant looks. It is so contained, very upright. I'm in love with this. I'm not really excited about the production because, again, I grew this same plant outside this summer and got maybe 4 fruits off of it, maybe. And so now growing hydroponically, I thought I would have more luck, but it's not looking like it. It's still a beautiful plant though. Looks very, very healthy, and we'll see if we've solved the problem of the flower drop. I think the flower drop might be because of being next to the window. Now I got new windows last year, but I think, and then the door is right there. But I think there might be a breeze coming through here that might be affecting this plant more so than this one. So what I've done is I put some cardboard in this window that will hopefully help some of the heat stick around right here. But we'll see. I only did it a week ago, and I did get some flowers, so I'm not going to say that's because of what I've done, but evidently it didn't hurt. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now over here is the dark stripe, and look at this thing. It's loaded. Fruits everywhere. Now the dark stripe is, I believe, the one and only Microdwarf multiflora. Got some fruits there and loads of them here. But even greater, the fruits are starting to look like it. Those gorgeous, gorgeous fruits. I don't have anything else ripening up on it just yet, but I'm 90% sure this is the dark stripe multiflora. So that's super exciting. And I did go ahead and touch that tomato. I've been feeling on it. It's not ready yet, but I cannot wait. Because not only is it a stunner, but the website tells me that it tastes really great too. All right, let's move on to our last 2 systems. All right, here are my last 2 systems. These are the AeroGarden Farm XLs. With all kinds of tomatoes in them. So let's start on the bottom here. I believe this is Bontigret, Bontigret. It's considerably bigger than the plant that is in the upper unit. It's having the same issues with these leaves. I think the issue is airflow. I don't have a fan down here on this. So, you know, it is what it is. I do have fruits coming in on this finally. For a while there, all this plant was doing was getting bigger. The leaves are looking a little sad, but again, I just need to clean those off, which I plan on doing tonight when I get home from work. Just because I like, you know, my plants to look aesthetic for me alone, if no one else. And then next to it, I believe, is another purple boy. You can see that fruit back there with the antho. So I'm pretty sure that's a purple boy. And here, I don't recall what this is. I keep pulling on them, I thought for a second there this was Shimo Fury because of the pointed end, but then I remembered Shimo Fury is variegated either way. The Shimo Fury and the Shimo Fury knot are both variegated. But this plant too, loaded and loaded with fruits, flowers coming in. This one is sprawling, and I went at it with some scissors. It set it back quite a bit, and I still need to do it again though, because look at this. So I decided to wait a little bit before I cut at it some more. But yeah, this is getting another haircut. Looks like we dropped some fruit too here. This was probably from me helicopter parent, being a helicopter parent. Good grief. It's 6 in the morning, y'all. I can't talk. All right, let's move to these upper units. As stated before, in this upper unit, I have the other Tigrette, and then I believe this might be Loy's baby tiger here. Cute little pointed fruits. And then I got my fat frog back here. Well, let's back up. This Bonti Tigrette, whatever. I don't know how to say that. Has plenty of fruit setting on it. And they're nice size. I mean, these are large cherries, but they're coming in really nicely. Nothing turning yet. Over here, same thing. Nothing turning. This plant is considerably smaller than the Bonti Tigrette. Now back here is my fat frog. I grew this over the summer. Absolutely loved it. Very, very, very productive plant. I mean, there's fruit all in here. Now this is a GWR, which means it's a green when ripe. And so I've been reaching back there and giving all these tomatoes a little squeeze, because that's going to be my best bet for figuring out when these are ripe. They do get a yellow kind of hue to them when they're ripe, but being in this system and there not being a lot of open space, I can't really see the shoulders of these tomatoes. So my best bet is to keep just coming in here and giving them a little squeeze. But I feel like I'm pretty close to harvesting on those fat frogs. Again, these are delicious. And then lastly, in this system, in the back here is another purple boy. Setting off flowers. You've got fruit set. The antho is showing in these, but I don't have anything ripe yet. And as I recall, when I grew this outside, it was the same thing. It took a long time for those to come to fruition. So I think I got a while to go on the purple boys. But the fat frog and the dark stripe multiflora are ready. But one thing I gotta do is, again, I need to clean up some leaves in here. Like this is looking bad and this is looking bad, but that's just a matter of 3 or 4 leaves. However, I need to move the light up because they're touching. And I will do that as soon as I'm done with this video. All right, friends, so there you have it. All of my tomatoes are doing great for the most part. I think I'm only a week or 2 away from beginning to harvest on these units. Now, I'm still looking forward to getting this this unit going. This is the new AeroGarden farm that I got. Had only been used once. It's in pristine condition, and I can't wait to get this planted up. I am gonna stack the other two AeroGarden farms on top of this unit when it comes to that. But at the moment, these plants are too far along and too heavy for me to be trying to move them out the way so that I can get that double unit on the bottom and then have Tim help me put these two on the top. All right, friends, so there's my update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Oh, I forgot to mention all of these are only getting the normal AeroGarden, AeroGarden liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks as prescribed by the bottle. Okay, so that does it for today. I will be back on another day in another video. Until then, happy growing, my friends.